Hey, all right, guys, we are live. You know what? I forgot to check see if my audio is picking up. It is picking up. Okay, good. What is happening, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Hopefully, oh, fingers crossed. And I waited another few extra minutes just to make sure that the babies do stay downstairs tonight. So we will see. We'll see if they do. I hope that the babies do stay downstairs. Regardless of not if they do or do not, we're here tonight, live, ready to party. And by party, I mean not really do a whole lot, but there is that. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. If you do need to get a hold of me, the best way, Facebook. That's the only one that I really direct message to is Facebook. I don't direct message on anything else. I don't really like Facebook, but I do have it, and it does happen. But it is what it is. I also got Instagram, if it will actually pull up. The Instagram is not being kind to me today. There it goes. Do have Instagram. Go ahead and follow that as well. I do not direct message on Instagram, but I do have it. So, there is that as well. So, I'm just here to hang out tonight, see what everybody is up to. I'm going to grab my drink. I left it right. It's like just outside of frame. It's like right there. So, let me grab my drink because I, wasn't thinking. Put it over here. It's just water, and it is in a softball mom. It really looks like a baseball cup. But it is my softball mom cup. My oldest is the softball player, and she just had her knee redone back in April. So I'm not sure how much softballing we're actually going to be able to get done this year. Be quite honest with you, I'm not going to be upset if we don't get any softballing done. It's not that I don't like the softball. It's just it takes so long to play a tournament. Like, it is an entire day of watching, I guess is the best way to put it. The kids in the softball tournaments, they have a lot of fun. Of course, there's a camaraderie of being on a softball team and playing that much. But the parents, at least in my experience, it's not the most fun thing. Some parents really get a kick out of it. Some parents really enjoy it and have a ton of fun. But it's never been my bag. Especially when it's really, really hot or really, really cold, because it could go either way, because softball season's like August to November. So, could go either way. It's no fun. As you can see, with the title of the name, I do have the washer dryer dude. So here's what has happened. Let me do some splaining, some story timing. Here's what has happened. I have obtained several washers dryers for free. I haven't paid for the actual washer dryer. I haven't paid for one yet. I believe I've got 4 now, 4 or 5. Every time I get one, it costs anywhere from about $10 to $30 to fix. After I fix it, I sell it. And of course, I've made videos on all of them, or all but one. I got one that's gas. I'm not going to make a video of it. But in any case, I sell them. I sell these washers, dryers, and actually make a pretty good stinking profit. and the fact that they are so easy for me to work on and fix and whatnot, it's really been a lot of fun. So that was really the reason why I put the washer dryer dude as my title. But I would definitely not mind continuing to work on them. It is something that I enjoy doing. I really liked working on cars when I was working at Chevrolet, and that was honestly, I thought I was going to retire from that job. Of course, I was 19 to 21, 22, 23, somewhere around in there. Thought I was going to retire from Chevrolet, and then 08 happened. But this is a lot smaller scale. Washers, dryers are a lot smaller scale than working on cars, but it's really sort of the same process. It's fun to me. I've had a lot of fun with it, so I hope to continue it. I hope to continue to get washers and dryers for free, so that I can repair them and sell them for a profit. It's fun to me. It is just fun to me. I really don't need to. Oh, that's actually Mario. I do have Mega Man ready to go, but not necessarily saying I want to play Mega Man tonight. I really kind of don't want to. I really kind of want to just shoot the breeze, hang out for a little bit, not play Mario. It's not a gaming channel. I'm not a gamer. I'm really not. But, excuse me. Speaking of purchases that I have made, I have bought a computer that I haven't put together yet. I'm waiting on school to start. I'll tell you why I'm waiting on school to start, because it'll sort of free up some money. Right now I've got back to school shopping and all of that mess, and it'll help free up some money when the kids go back to school. So it'll be easier for me to complete the computer that I've bought, finish that build and get it sold, and see how much profit we make off of that. It's not going to be anywhere near what a washer dryer sells for. I already know that much. It just won't be. But, excuse me, it'll be something. But, we'll see how it goes. I've smashed the fire out of my finger. Speaking of washer dryer, dude, I have thought about putting up a Facebook post on a marketplace group about being able to pick up stuff, but I really don't want to overextend myself in a hobby, or take away from my kids just for a hobby. My kids are most important thing to me out of anything in this world, but I don't want to take away from them just so that I can pick up free washer dryers. That's not really worth my relationship with my kids. But, yeah. I don't think I'll let it get that far. It is what it is. In any case. Shoot, I think I might end up playing some Mega Man. Again, this is not a gaming channel. Not a gaming channel. But with the communication going the way it is going tonight, we're going to go ahead and turn on some Mega Man. Mega Man is my boy. I think that's the one I gotta do. I think I've already beat that. I'm not sure if I beat that or not. We'll see. I don't remember. I should, but I don't. It happens. We get older. Ooh, hey, little green guy. You just popped out of nowhere. So if there is a comment, question, anything like that, I will stop. Ah, bro. Thank you for that. Because again, I have no problem stopping Mega Man. Here's the fighting robot though. Here's my boy. What the world? What's up, horse? What is up here? You know what? Let's pause old Mega Man. I'll hold on to the controller. Don't really care. We can pause. What's up, bud? You doing alright tonight? Hopefully, fingers crossed. And I do love my children very much, but hopefully they don't come up here tonight. We'll see. My fingers also don't actually cross. It's about all I can get. I can't cross them. They hurt too dang bad. They don't do that side to side mess. Well, good. Glad you're doing good, bud. Just another Saturday night here. Internet is running like garbage tonight here at the house, so just be forewarned. So far, so good. You know, like I said, hoping the kids stay downstairs tonight. You know, we'll see if they do or don't. But other than that, doing pretty good. Always broke, you know, but you know that's what you get when you live paycheck to paycheck. It happens. It happens quite frequently. Got Labor Day coming up. Got any big plans? I have no plans for Labor Day. I like to call it Baber Day, but you know, there's really, I am too old to participate in Baber Day. I can participate in old guy try not to be creepy day. But I do love me some Baber Day. What was that 2 weeks away, I think? 2 weekends away. Labor Day. Of course, if you are in the medical field or a lot of other fields, you're not going to get Monday off. Especially like retail. Retail is not going to get that day off. Retail is going to be stuck at work while everybody else is off. Bless their hearts. Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I've been holding that back for a long time. It's been building up inside of me. So sorry about that. We had some plans to go back to school shop. I had to work this morning also. I told my team that I was working with, I said, I need y'all on your best behavior. I got stuff to do. I need no issues today, no complaints today. I need everybody on their best behavior. Let's get in, let's get out. And we got in and got out. So I was done with work by, I think I actually left like 9:40. a.m. So I was like, sweet. Pretty close to on time. That's what's up. Did they listen? They did listen. They did listen, yeah. They sure did. So the lady, and I'm not sure if you're a parent or not, but I feel so bad for this lady. Sorry, I'm dropping stuff. Let me tell you why. Very sweet lady, awesome lady. She is amazing. Here's why I feel bad for her. She has a 20-year-old. You say, okay, Chris, well, that's not too bad. A lot of people have 20-year-olds. Yeah, but she's 68. Give that just a second. Process in your math numbers. That's right, 48. Bless her heart. You know she's tired. Like, she's probably not slept in however many years, But, she probably didn't sleep before the 20 years ago. But, man, I was like, every time I think about that, and she's one of the ones I told to be on best behavior. Every time I think about that, I'm like, wow. You were 48 when your child was born. I'm a dad, and I don't want to be that old and have a child. And I'm a dad. It's like, no. Because, clearly, and I'll go ahead and admit this, clearly moms have a lot harder job than dads do. But, I wouldn't want to be a 48-year-old dad, much less a 48-year-old mom. But, yeah, she did listen. I can tell you that she does love her child very much, who's 20, and she's 68. I couldn't imagine. She did say, lady I'm talking about, she did say that she, when her child was younger, everybody thought that she was grandma taking the baby places. She's like, no, that's my child. I am mother of that child. It's like, bless your heart. But yeah, she was on her best behavior and did good. But still, bless her heart. Like, whew. That's old. I think my mom, she was 46 when she was a grandma. My mom. No, she couldn't have been 46. She'd have been, my mom would have been 47 as a grandma. 47 as a grandma for my mom. Because I had just turned 26 when my oldest was born. So, yeah. Phew, I couldn't imagine. I gotta keep dropping stuff. I gotta quit dropping stuff. I keep on dropping stuff. I gotta quit it. But, yeah, I had to go back to school shopping with my mom and my sister. I hung out with them a lot today. My mom and my sister. We hung out at the Bass Pro Shops. That's what's up. Did some back to school shopping up there. I was thinking while I was back to school shopping, and I was the only male in the group, my wife, my mom, my sister, my 3 girls, I was like, dang, I have never in my entire life ever been like surrounded by men. Ever. I have always, every day of my life lived with women, and only women, in one way or another. It's either single mom with sister or wife with kids. Like, that's it. I'm either all alone or always with a woman. Like, that's it. It's like, dang, bro. How do I get to, like, hang out with the boys? Do guy things. I've never in my entire life done that. It's always so weird when people, like, when a lot of times I'll say things to sort of make people uncomfortable, and I know I do, especially like when they make comments like holding a flashlight for your dad. They're like, what is one of the ones they say? It's like some of you didn't hold the flashlight for your dad, and it shows. And I'd be like, yes, you're 100% accurate. I've never held the flashlight for my dad. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Well, I didn't have the opportunity, you know. I guess it shows. Not sure if my mom ever asked me to hold the flashlight, though. She didn't really work on a lot, though. My mom did not. But I don't remember a lot of things breaking either when we were younger. I'm sure they did. I'm sure we had issues, but I don't remember my mom working on them. Don't know. I did have my grandfather across the road, though. My mom's dad. Who also had 3 girls. And my grandmother. I wonder if this is like every other generation cycle. Like I am now on my grandfather's routine, I guess. I don't know. He had a brother, though, so. He had 2, I think. In any case. Let's see what old Mega Man's up to. But we will come back. I have absolutely no problem coming back. Oh, shoot. Well, you shot at me. No problem coming back whatsoever. Shoot, in fact, I encourage it. Bring me back. Bring me out of Mega Man. Why does he have air bubbles if he's a robot? You know, it's like he's a robot. Why does he need air bubbles? Oh, well, apparently spikes will kill him. Mega Man was my game back in the day. Oh, wait. Why was I not jumping? I was just pushing. Pushing skate. That was dumb on my part. That was me. Man. Oh, he died. That's what's up. Oh, quit hitting me with things. You're supposed to be easy to beat. Quit hitting me with stuff. There we go. The old fighting robot Mega Man, he done showed up. Oh, that shouldn't count. That was messed up. That's some beef. Me and you got pork there, little dragon. That should be the end of it. What's up, Cosmos? Again, I have no problem. Zero problem turning off the Mega Man. Oh, man, I have no problem dying with Mega Man either. He get killed. He get killed hard. I don't think I beat that guy though. I think I really need to beat that guy. I think I do. I'm not sure. What the world? That was messed up. Ugh. Oh! Rattlesnakes. I'm getting killed. Electricity doesn't do anything to it. Healthy recipes. Healthy is cool if you can afford it. So, now we're on the topic of healthy recipes. So, my aunt, unfortunately, she passed away. It was my mom's sister. She's actually the person who got me into nursing. She would only shop at, shoot, what's the name? Whole Foods. She only shopped at Whole Foods. And she made sure you had a vegetable, a fruit, and a meat with every meal. And, like, legit was making sure you did not stinking just eat the meat. So, it was, meals at her house were interesting. Because my mom didn't care. Like, my mom cooked a meal, and you ate it or you didn't eat it. My aunt cooked a meal, and you got one of each before you ate anything else. She was definitely a lot healthier than my mom. Of course, my mom was tired too. You know, my aunt was married with no kids. My mom was not married with 2 kids, so you know, my mom was definitely a lot more tired than my aunt. But healthy recipes, yes, for it. But man, they get expensive. They sure do. Let me show you let me show you something that I always go with. As far as healthy recipes are, I like to do Um, Let me see here if I can find a good picture. So, in a quick hurry, I will cook this right here. I'm no chef, but I do cook broccoli cheese and lean steak. I buy the steak that is already cut up, like at the grocery store, and I also buy the broccoli and cheese that's already sort of mixed up. I guess it's a kit. There's two kits actually, but yeah, I do that. That's probably my lean, healthy meal that I go for with the kids quickly, because I can have it ready in about 15 minutes. Um, that one's pretty good. It's a lot. Now, Anthony Alfredo, if you haven't seen the video of Anthony Alfredo is quick. And that's why we call it Anthony Alfredo, because Anthony Alfredo is really a real life race car driver, and they call him Fast Pasta. And so we call that meal Anthony Alfredo. So I like Anthony Alfredo pretty good. But yes, they do get so expensive. Made healthy chicken soup and ate it for a week. It doesn't look good today. I ate something different today. I don't know that I could eat the same thing every day for a week. Cheese and broccoli 10 for 10. I like to take honey teriyaki sauce with my steak. Cook the steak in the honey teriyaki, and then also have my cheese and broccoli ready to go on the side. I really like it. The kids will eat it, but I really like it. It's one of my favorites. I don't make my chicken soup. I don't make my soups. I have before, but I typically don't make my soups. But I do buy the red can Campbell's. I'm not sure if they're the healthiest, but let me see if somebody just sent me a picture of something that happened in Bowman Gray. That looks pretty crazy. Da, 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 da. This one. There we go. This one right here. This is a big hit at my house as well. We don't make it, but we eat a mess load of it. It's definitely not the healthiest. It's full of, preservatives and things, but there are worse options. There are a lot worse options I could go with. That's a lot of sodium. And yes, that's a lot of sodium. I probably don't need a lot of sodium. I have a heart that, doesn't like it. It's born that way. My heart just doesn't like a lot of sodium. Part of the reason why I'm drinking water today is because I had too much sugar. If I get too much sugar, I'm not diabetic. I'm not, but I truly do feel that it could be in my future quickly. But if I get too much sugar, I really feel bad. And I didn't even eat like a bag of candy or anything. It's not even like I ate anything out of the ordinary. But I just know, because I got that sort of feeling like I ate too much sugar. It's like, ugh, that was too much sugar today. I need to call it a day. I need to not do that anymore. But sodium the same way. Shoot, I love sardines. I love sardine sandwich. I could eat like 2 a week before it's too much. Like if I eat more than 2 a week, it's like, it's too much sodium. But yes, I love the salt. I don't really love the sugar, but I had too much today. and it definitely made me feel bad. Had an anchovy pizza, and it was gross. Gross. It was gross. I think that your word is incorrect. Anchovies. I love anchovies. What is up, Michael? Slow cooker. Now you're talking. Hold on. I'll get back to that here in a second. Anchovy. Man, I love an anchovy pizza. Again, something I can't eat, but like once a month, once a year, one time per year, and it's always Father's Day. And this year I didn't do it. I did not do it this year. I eat a haggis. But they're like 1,200 calories per serving. There's like 4 servings per haggis or whatever. Amazing. Man, they're good. But I didn't do it this year. I probably need to. Slow cooker. So when it's cold, I know I just said like a few minutes ago that I don't make soups. When it is cold, like that first cold week, like beginning of November or whatever, I will make a soup. I will absolutely make a soup. And I'll do it in the crock pot. I don't know. Is there a difference between a crock pot and a slow cooker? Are they the same thing? I don't know if they're the same thing or not, but I'll put it in the crock pot. Somebody let me know. Are they the same or not? I really don't know. But yeah, put it on the crock pot, put it on low, put you a little bit of stinking buffalo sauce in there. Yeah, some Texas Pete. Yes, sir. Bring it on home. Some chicken, some carrots, some broth. I like all of that. I like that. Put some heat in there. Yes, sir. I think I'd agree. Probably to the pizza. Probably agree to the pizza being gross. It's not gross. It's amazing. This weird person at work wanted anchovy pizza. I tried it. It was a mistake. I mean, it sounds like it was good. I like an anchovy pizza. I like a pizza that is not plain. I don't like a pizza that is just cheese. My kids, unfortunately, my kids like a plain pizza. Or 2 out of 3 like a plain pizza. My oldest is like, nah, let's find the weirdest meat that you can think of and let's put it on there. You know. Pepperoni and mushroom guy. Okay. Pepperoni, mushroom. Pineapple on pizza if it's upside down. If it's a upside down pineapple. Like, maybe you guys are getting the reference. This is right side up if your pineapple is upside down. Maybe you'll get the reference, maybe not. On a pizza, I want salty meats. I want a little bit of spice, a little bit of heat. But I like heat with flavor. So banana peppers over jalapenos. So, you know, if they were, I would do banana peppers over jalapenos. So let's go banana peppers. Let's go pepperoni. Let's go ham. Let's go bacon. Let's get the whole hog on there. Let's get all that mess on there. Put some cheese on it. Burn it up in the oven. Put an anchovy or 2 on there. Nah, maybe not because I can't eat too many of them. Yeah, put about 2 or 3 on there. Yeah, put about 2 or 3 anchovies on there. Now we're talking. Yes, sir. Sounds good. I probably could eat 1 bite and then I would feel bad for a week. Maybe 1 slice and then I'd feel bad for an entire week. And my blood pressure would... 2 years ago, I went in for my physical, which is actually coming up soon. My annual physical is coming up soon. But 2 years ago, I went in for my annual physical. My lab values came back pretty bad. And they were like, "Dang, Chris, you don't your lab values don't look good." I think they took my blood pressure like 3 times that trip. And they just kept taking my blood pressure, and they're like, "Man, this is high." And it was that trip where they were like, "You really need to do something about your diet. Like you're going to go on medication for your heart. Like it's going to happen." And I started running track, or running at the track, I should say. And it helped a lot. But unfortunately, like I just got out of it and just have not gone back to the track to run. I think I'm busier now than I was then, which is unfortunate, but I haven't been able to run again. But it really did help my blood pressure. Like it helped it a lot. I probably need to start running again soon. Especially since I am a track coach. Coach them little bitty peoples. That is coming up. School is coming up. Track is coming up. Well, we have to call it Run Club because it's not at the high school. Ran a 5K today, 3.1 miles. That's what's up. Hope it was a good time. I was hanging out with my sister today at the mall, like I said earlier. And we went to college together. Both me and her went to college together on a track scholarship. 2 different track scholarships. And my oldest was, she wants to start training for running. And I told her, if she really wants to do it, if she really wants to keep up with it, the best place to go, because she was talking about joining like a AAU team. And I was like, no. The best place to go, the best place to keep up with it is in school. Because school is where you start to get noticed and things like that. And my oldest was like, "Well, how would you know, Dad?" She knew I ran, but I don't know to what extent. And my mom, so my daughter's grandmother, was like, "Well, your dad and your aunt both went to college on a track scholarship. Like I think your dad might know a little bit about what he's talking about on this one." I think my oldest was really trying to join that. We call it AAU. I don't know what everybody else calls it, but it's like you have to pay to be on the team. So it's not high school or it's not a school team, but you pay to be on the team. And I think she was really just trying to get us paid to be on that team. I ain't gonna do that, especially when school is where you get noticed. You don't get noticed on those AAU teams. You just don't. I remember running with kids who were on those AAU teams when I was in high school, and they were not saying they weren't good. They were still good, but they never got noticed. Not like the school kids. The school kids make the paper, and they're the ones that are conference champions and things like that, and they're the ones getting noticed. But yeah, my oldest could not believe that her grandmother was telling her, "No, you should probably listen to your dad and your aunt on this one." Because we did run in college. But that is awesome you did a 5K today. 3.1 miles. Or 5,000 meters. The metric system, something just rattled over there. The metric system is so much easier to follow than the English imperial system. You should probably start running again so you can have a good physical. Probably should. Honestly, probably should, but I'm not worried about it. All that bacon pizza. Man, yeah. With some peppers. Some pepperonis. All that mess. I'm for all of it. But, Oh yeah, shoot. Speaking of my team, I need to find a race for my kids, man. I gotta find a race for my kids. Now the team that I coach is through a school. It's actually through an elementary school. I gotta find them a stinking race to get in, so that we can have our fun times. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Got the yawns tonight. But yeah, I definitely need to find a race for my kids to run. Problem is with elementary school, probably more so than any other form of school, is the biggest gap of size. Because you have a kindergartner who is tiny. I mean, you're talking little bitty. And then a fifth grader who I've seen fifth graders be 6 foot tall. I mean, I just have. So on one hand, you have a 3'2" tall kindergartner running a fifth grader who's 6 foot tall. And then you got to sort of fit them all together. You're not going to be able to appease everybody when you're running. And the races that I try to find are half of a mile, so that I can sort of get them both together. It's honestly too short for the fifth graders, but it's too far for the kindergartners. So I try to find like the 5Ks that have the fun runs, and get them to do those 6 foot tall fifth grader. Yes, I've seen one. I've seen a few actually. Yep. 6 foot tall fifth grader. We had and it's gonna sound weird when I say this. It's always a girl. It's always a girl. Girls grow quicker than boys. But yeah, the bigger kids, or the taller kids, I should say, the taller kids in fifth grade, 95% are girls. Always. Well, not always if it's 95%, but yes, I have seen girls who are that tall in fifth grade. Yes, they just shoot up, man. They do. They just, and it's always girls. Don't know why. Physics, biology. Yeah, we'll go with that one. At one point in time, I was 6 foot. Not in fifth grade, but just in general. I think I was in 10th grade when I finally hit it, but yeah. So, possibly yes. Sound like we got a storm a-coming. But it'll be alright. When am I going to fix my truck? You're probably talking about the blue S10. It's currently taken apart. I took it all the way apart. My dad, not even making this up, my dad called me about that yesterday. I don't talk to my father. I don't. And I told my mom, because I hung out with my mom and my sister today. I told my mom that my dad called, and she was like, why? It's not your birthday. It's not like a fancy day. It's not any of your kids' birthday. Like, why'd your dad call? He called to ask about that stinking truck. So the truck that I have, the blue truck that's taken apart right now, the blue S10, that will be getting fixed. Actually, I really love that truck because I do all my Gastonia Man videos with that truck in it in some way. Will be getting fixed. Yes, it will happen. It will. Here's the thing, as I've said before and named this live stream, Washer Dryer Man. Washer dryers are bringing in money. They're sort of, I sell them and make a profit. that truck's not going anywhere, and I'm not making a profit on that truck other than sort of the revenue that comes from the videos. So it'll happen when I get time, probably when school starts, because I'll have more time because of the hours that I keep. My kids are in school from let's just say 8 to 2:30. It's not quite like that. And I work 4 to noon, and so I'll have about an hour and a half from about 1 to 2:30 per day of no work, no kids because they're in school, and that's when I'm really going to be able to knock it out. Plus, it'll cool down. It was really stinking hot this summer, and I was really wanting to patch that gas tank and then put it all back together, and then really start working on what's going on with the engine. But it was really stinking hot, like really hot this year, and I really didn't want to be sort of in the heat longer than I needed to be in 97-degree weather on a cool day. My kids were getting bored and things like that, so we went to the pool a lot. But summer's coming to an end next Monday. Not this coming Monday, but the next is first day of school. So I would expect S10 videos when cooler weather starts, so September-ish. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I really want to get it back on the road. That blue S10, it is my like if you could pick, if you can say I want this as a truck, like that's missing one thing. It's missing one single thing. But if you could say I want this as a truck, I want a long bed regular cab. That's a long bed regular cab. I want a little truck. That's a little truck. The only thing I do wish it had is I wish that was a manual transmission. That one's an automatic. But it is my grandfather's. It was my dad's. Getting tired of washing machine videos. Whatever. Get out of here with that mess. That truck was my dad's. He left it to me after he passed. I actually, believe it or not, I know I say I grew up with a single mom. I did grow up with a single mom. My dad's parents actually got me and my sister every other weekend, which is kind of odd. I know. So me and my dad's dad, or my dad's parents, really, we had a pretty cool bond. Me and my grandparents on my dad's side. We had a really cool bond. They were very odd people. They lived in 2 different houses. You know, people say they have the sleep divorces, you know, where you don't sleep in the same room as your spouse. They stinking had a house divorce, man. They lived like apart. They were not together. Like, they were my grandparents, but like you had to drive to each other's house. Like you couldn't see one as quick as you could the other. I really like that truck. That is the truck that I want. That is it. Long bed, short bed, or I'm sorry, long bed, regular cab, 2-wheel drive. I love that truck. It is my favorite truck. I do want to get it back on the road, and you know, I do remember sort of riding in it with my grandfather. It was a cool truck. It was a cool truck. I just wish it was it'd been a 4-speed because it's so old. And my grandfather bought that truck from my cousin's grandfather. So it's sort of, I guess, always been in the family. It's always been with people who are related to people. My cousin's grandfather and my grandfather are not the same person, if that makes sense to anyone. You can have a grandfather, and your cousin can have a different grandfather, because there's, you know, multiple trees involved, multiple family trees involved, I guess you'd say. I don't know. Anyways, he bought it from my cousin's grandfather. So we've always sort of known what happened to that truck. But yeah, it was definitely cool. That grandfather, my dad's dad, one time bought a they had like a police auction. They had a police auction at one point in time, and it was another S10. And he bought one that a lady had been murdered in. And I remember this, and people were like, his name was Jimmy. I said, Jimmy, you know the history of this truck, right? Like, you're not, like, a lady got murdered in that truck. And my grandfather's like, yeah, but it's a good deal on a truck, man. You know, come on, what are you gonna do? And he was like, dude, it's a good truck. I need a truck. I know a lady got murdered in it, but they're selling it, you know. Clearly they cleaned it up. And he bought that joker. I think he was the only one to bid on it. But yeah, bought a. Hey, if I remember, he had to replace the window in it. If I remember correctly, he had to replace like the passenger side window. And everybody's like, Jimmy, aren't you worried about that thing being haunted or anything like that? And he's like, nah, man, nah, it ain't gonna be haunted. It's a good truck. And to my knowledge, it was a good truck. He, I don't know if you've seen the video. By trade, my grandfather was a body man. He worked on the auto body of cars. By trade, that's what he did. But he also was very, very, very big into cameras, and he loved taking pictures and videos and things like that. And if you've ever seen the Gastonia Man video of me talking about breaking into houses and sort of moving things around so people think that there's ghosts in their houses, well, my grandfather actually did that. He had found himself sort of broke for a little bit and needed to get some money. Well, grew up very rural, very poor, and a lot of rural and poor people sort of believe what they don't get open-minded. They sort of believe whatever's said. And so my grandfather would break into their houses, like when they would go to work or when they would go to church or wherever it would be. My grandfather would break into their houses and move stuff around, but not like in a like a thieving way. Like you knew nothing was taken, but you knew things had been moved around. And then he would put an ad in the paper saying that he performed seances and could get ghosts out of your house. And so people would hire him up, and he would, he said he had him a little dance, and he'd do his little dance and get the ghost at your house. So if you've ever seen that short, he actually did that. He really did, and was able to, I guess, afford groceries. Whatever he needed to afford at the time, he was able to buy it so that he could, finance himself or survive. If I remember correctly, they were like, I think my grandparents were like 19 when they had kids, so they were very young. Got to go to bed. Yeah, I'm about to go to bed here in next little bit myself. So I guess we'll wish you well. Good night, and I'll be behind you in a few minutes. But yeah, that was his truck, my grandfather Jimmy, and so it definitely means a lot, and I definitely want to get it back on the road. My oldest, she might be the only one who actually remembers that grandfather. She wants that truck, like she wants to own it. She wants it to be hers. So we'll have to figure that out as well, to get it to her. I really don't want her to have it. And it's not because of sentimental value. I don't want my oldest to have it because there's not enough to it. If she hits something or is hit by something, I worry about her safety. And there's just not enough to that truck to protect her. And so, with that being said, I told my oldest that I was going to get her a regular cab, long bed work truck, a big truck, a big work truck, because they're old, slow, and big and heavy. And when you hit something, you're not going to be smashed, because that S10 out there, you'll be ruined. There's no coming back after getting hit from something in that. But if she has a big 2500 Silverado with a bench seat and airbags, she's liable to be okay from that. So always a concern. I'm always thinking about the safety of them kids. They terrify me, them hoodlum kids. But with that said, I believe I'm gonna call it a night myself. Go ahead and head on off of here. So good night, everybody. I hope to see everybody next weekend. I don't believe we have anything. It'll be the Saturday before school starts, so my kids might be a little bit animated and sort of not go to bed. But we'll see. So I'll see you guys next weekend. Hope everybody comes back. Thank you so much.